If you haven't received a single objection with your pricing, you are probably undercharging. I get it. Pricing your services is a scary thing. There is a lot of fear attached to it because we almost associate our worth to the price. And one thing that we often do as business owners is we look to the market and we say, well, that's what everyone else is doing, so I'm going to do the same. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the price is right for you and your service and what you are providing to your clients. So here are 3 ways that you can increase your prices without scaring your clients off. And I'll tell you exactly how I did it at the end. Most business owners, especially small business owners, will undercharge. And it's not because they don't think that what they have is worth what they believe it's worth. It's because they're afraid of not getting the clients through the door. So they cut themselves short and undercharge from the get-go. But then what ends up happening is they become very busy because they've got a really cheap service, but then they burn out. There is nothing left for them in their pocket because they've started with a price that doesn't reflect the amount of work that's involved in doing that service or product. Undercharging also attracts the wrong clients. I don't think I've ever come across someone go, I'm not going to buy that because it's too cheap. So most people will buy something as a no-brainer because it's quite cheap, even if it doesn't fit the mark that they need. But they won't necessarily complain about it because they paid so little for it. So I want you to reframe the service that you're providing or the product that you're providing and think about it as a top quality service or product, because it's not just about raising the prices, it's about believing that what you have is actually worth what you want to charge and what you deserve to charge. So the first thing you're going to do is create an offer that actually feels valuable to the person that you're selling it to. So it's all about perceived value. How someone perceives the value they receive from you, from your product or your service. So one way that we can do it is adding bonuses, making people feel like they're getting more bang for their buck. So you've just added on. And those assets can be multiplied to many. So you're not having to recreate this, but it's giving your clients and your customers an extra added bonus without you needing to lift a finger. So you've increased your prices, you've created and provided extra bonuses for them, and all of a sudden it's gone from a $100 service to a $200 service. You've literally doubled just by giving some extra added bonuses. That took you no time to really prepare. Another way to do it is to literally elevate the experience that they have with you. You want your customers and your clients to really feel like it's a luxury experience. What they get from you is premium service, premium quality, premium value. Everything that you provide is up there, it's top tier. And to do that, you need to ensure that the package and the offer and the service that you provide is over-delivering. You never want to be positioning yourself at a high rate and under-delivering, because that's where you're going to get bad feedback. That's where people are going to say all the things that you're already scared of them saying. They're going to say that if you are not delivering on the service that you're providing. So you have to match the price to the product. So don't think that you're tricking anyone, because what you are doing is you're literally delivering on the service that you are providing. And that is the service that you're providing at a lesser dollar, but you're burning out at the rate that you're already doing. So over deliver, create value, price your worth. The second thing that we're going to do is communicate those prices correctly with your clients. And the reason we want to make sure that there's communication between there is because we want to ensure that there's transparency with the price increase. If you were to just throw this on them and all of a sudden your fees went from like $100 to $200, there are definitely going to be price objections there because they won't understand why you've changed it. So if you're framing this change to them in an email or a phone call, it's personal to them. They know that you've thought about it. They know that things have changed, but that also means the service and what their deliverables are have also changed because of the way that you've now positioned your new offer or service. The biggest key here is that you need to be confident in these prices, because if they don't feel that you're confident in these prices, they're going to sense that if you're not confident, then why should they pay you that? This just reassures them that everything that you're doing is on the right path and it's just going to benefit them more. So be confident in the prices that you set, and it'll make everything easier when you're having these discussions with your clients. So an example of not being confident is when you're almost on the defense. So you've just given your new price and you're like, it's going to be $1,000 for XYZ. Let them sit with what you've just told them. An example of not being confident in the way that you deliver the new price to your client is following it with, hey, it's going to be $1,000, but... So instead, how you position yourself is just by stating what it is, what the price is, and what they're getting. And at the end of it, just ask, how does that feel? If there's silence, allow the silence to happen. If there's silence for more than 5 minutes, maybe speak and just see again how things are. But most times people are going to just say, oh, that feels a little bit off for me, or oh, that feels a little bit far stretched. And then you can come in with why. At the end of the day, you've got to position yourself as the expert because you are the expert. You've done all the work to get yourself to this point. Trust and know what your service is. Trust and know that your price is actually going to deliver what you've said that it's going to deliver. The third and final piece is pricing psychology. Everything behind the way we price, there is psychology behind why we do it. Funnily enough, a lot of people don't often care about the price. They care about the value they're getting. And this is called price anchoring. When you price yourself higher, people subconsciously relate that to a higher quality service. Think about it, your luxury brands. If you were to walk into a Chanel, a Prada, a Louis Vuitton, how does that experience feel? How's the whole package? You know you're walking in there and it's a luxury experience, down to waiting at the door until you're let in and then being greeted by your own sales rep. Everything they touch is with gloves. The whole experience is high quality. So you're expecting, before you even walk in that door, to be spending over $1,000, sometimes on just a keychain. So why can they sell a $1,000 keychain, but you could walk into a H&M and buy a $2 keychain? What's the difference? They've positioned themselves as providing a luxury, high-end experience, and the quality of that product is going to stand the test of time. Whereas a H&M, I might get it, use it for like 2 weeks, it's crap, and I'll throw it out. But I'm not gonna write a review about it. I don't care because I've spent $2 on it. It's the same when it comes to your product and the service that you're providing. That's how people are gonna perceive it. And the funny thing is, when you position yourself as premium, you're going to attract the higher quality, higher value clients that want to associate themselves with your brand. You're a premium brand offering a premium service, and that's what they want. When you are undercharging, you're attracting the H&M. So if you're positioning yourself to the H&M client, they're going to be pretty quick to dispose of you because that's just what they've become so accustomed to. It's cheap, it's fast, it's like Macca's. So you just know what you're getting. So the expectation tied to a low value compared to a high value differs so vastly. So if you want to be attracting high value clients, you're going to have to position yourself as a premium brand. When you first start a business, you just want to be able to please everyone. You don't want to piss anyone off. You don't want to do anything that's going to like offend. You don't want someone to come in and review you bad. Like, it's such a big thing. But then if you just price according to what you're delivering and that service that you want to provide, you're going to weed out the crap, you're going to avoid a lot of burnout, and everything will actually feel a lot easier in business rather than you always feeling like chasing your tail, you have no money in the account. It's all because you didn't price the way you should have priced. I just want to tell you a little story about what happened to one of my clients. She was really afraid of pricing her services at a higher rate. And one of the questions I asked her was, what would you be paid if you were doing this job for someone else? And is that reflecting in the prices that you're currently charging? And the answer was no. So she could have gone out and got a managerial job down at a salon and been paid more than she was getting paid in her business. Yes, she got the flexibility of time within her business because she can create her schedule, but the financial element and the financial aspect wasn't there. She wasn't pricing according to what her services and what her skill set actually provided. So we costed everything up and we realized she was paying herself, I think, like $15 an hour. We ended up doubling it. She was so scared of sending the email out to clients. When she finally did, like 2 months later, it took her 2 months to send that email. When she finally did, she literally had one person object. That was it, one person. And in the end, that person still booked. They just didn't book the same package that they booked before. They booked the simpler package. So she didn't lose any clients. She literally gained 20% more without losing a single client. The takeaway is that it's not about charging more, it's about delivering more. And then confidently asking for the rate that matches the value of that service. If you like this video, hit that like button, please subscribe, and let me know in the comments if this is something that you love because it helps me create better content for you.